Hey kittens! Today I want to talk to you about how to clean and disinfect your makeup and makeup brushes. I see a lot of videos on here talking about using disinfectant soap and things like that on there. No, because those soaps don't have agents in them that will disinfect a product. They only disinfect your hands. And they do that by using a small chemical, creating a foam, and rinsing them away. It doesn't work the same in your porous things like brushes. So what I use is the Sriracha. It is 91% isopropyl alcohol. If I'm saying that wrong, sue me. I don't care. But I use it by putting it inside this spray bottle, and I will spray my brushes. Now, I will say that this is a synthetic fiber brush. I don't know how this works on natural hairs, but I don't think you should do it on a natural hair every day because it would probably dry it out. So I spray it. It's wet. Not wet, but it's damp, and then I'll swirl it onto a clean, dry cloth, and I'm just going to do that for a minute. You want to remove all the product from the brush. If you have to do a second round, which I will, do it again. This evaporates really quickly. Within 5 minutes, the brush will be totally dry for you to use again. And let's see. Here it is. Nice and clean. Tissue. Nice and clean now. So there you go. There's the side that's dirty. There's the side that's clean. Then after I have done that, my brush is usually dry because I've rubbed it against the tissue. So I sprayed a couple more times and just keep it disinfected, and then I let it dry. Ooh, shape it. Let it air dry. Now, I also do the same thing to my makeup. Any makeup that because with this brush, I'll rub it across my face, and sometimes I'll use it for my powder. So I'll rub it in my powder and then put it on my face, and then I'll rub it in the powder again. So I'm transferring bacteria to my powder. So here's my powder. This is just my Revlon Stay Matte translucent powder. I've dropped it a few times. Look how cracked it is. But anyways, here it is. What I do with this after I've used it is I just spray it a few times, and you can see it gets wet. Now it's nice and wet, and I'll let it dry. So that takes about 5 minutes. I do the same thing with my blush. My blush, because I do dip my brush in it several times. You just want to spray it, get it moist. Don't breathe in the rubbing alcohol. And this is my other one. Get it moist. That's that. Those are going to dry. The consistency will not change. The color will not change. They work exactly the same. They don't dry out. I love it. I love it, and it disinfects it. Because I have acne-prone skin, I want to keep my surface nice and disinfected because I don't want to apply more bacteria to my face to introduce it to more things that are bad. You can do this on any makeup brushes, your eye brushes. I use them on my liner brushes, on my spoolie. I use it on there. I do use it on eyeshadow sometimes. This is just my Urban Decay Naked Back to Basics, or Basics, whatever it's called. Here it is. I will spray that. Get it wet. Stop breathing it in. And let it dry. I only do my eyeshadows maybe once a month, and or if I've used it on somebody else. What other product was I going to? Oh, cream products. 6 concealers, cream foundations. You can use this on there also. Here is my L'Oreal True Match concealer stick, and because I rub this directly on my face, I rub it on my face and then I blend it out with a brush. I disinfect this also, and it's the same principle. You just want to spray it a few times. It'll get moist looking, as you can see, and then I let it dry. And sometimes it might make the cream look cracked at first, but that's just the outer little layer, the tiniest layer. Once you, oh, it's almost dry. I'm going to wait because it's almost dry. When it's almost dry, I'll show you how it applies, and I won't do anything to it. I'll just let you see. So my blush is already dry, and I'll show you. Works exactly the same. Same color payoff, everything. Here is my Physicians Formula. They both work totally the same. And the same thing with my face powder. Totally the same. They all are powders. They all apply the same. They all are the same exact color, same consistency. I've never had a problem with it. Now for foundations, tips to keep your foundation germ-free. Now my MAC foundation is a twist top. You pump it out, so I don't have to ever worry about my bacteria getting inside of there because I'm not putting my finger on there, like putting spit in there or something strange. What? Spit? Why did I say that? Who cares? So the way to keep bacteria out of your foundation is to obviously keep a lid on it. Don't leave it open. Put your lid on, secure the lid. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is don't put your fingers in there. Do not do this number and pour the foundation on your fingers or into your hand. That's just putting it in contact. You can pour it from high up onto your hand and then use a brush or something like that into something, whatever. Don't ever let it come in contact with your skin because it's just exposing it to bacteria. That's that tip for that. Lipstick is the same thing. I don't know if I already said that. You can spray it, let it dry. The consistency does not change. I've tried it with matte lipsticks, with gloss lipsticks, and my satin finishes. Works the same. Lip gloss, if you're worried about that, say you've let somebody use it for whatever ungodly reason, I'm very opposed to sharing lip gloss because you do stick it back in the tube like that, and so it's just exposing everything to bacteria. I don't like that. But if you do that for some reason, don't redunk your stick into the tube. Take it to the sink, wash it off, spray it with the rubbing alcohol, let it dry. Make sure you cover the top of your lip gloss with something like a Kleenex or something like that just to keep more bacteria from penetrating it. Okay, oh, here we go. It's nice and dry now, and I'll show you that. Oh, maybe not right there because I got all that. There we go. But I'll show you. It applies just the same, nice and creamy. Boop, 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 boop. See? Creamy, creamy, creamy. Doesn't change anything about it. Blends out perfect. It's still wonderful. Great cream stuff. Easy way to disinfect. Super easy breezy. Thanks, guys. See you later.